Okay, continuing on with my story, I got interrupted by someone at my door. So my husband, Monday morning was going to Minnesota for the week, and spent the night saying, "Go away, get away from me, I don't want you around." And I woke up Monday morning to an empty bed and regret of, what did I just do? I love my husband. I love him more than alcohol. I don't want to be like this. Why did I just tell him to go away? I want him. I want him around me. I need him. And I just spent the whole night saying, "Go away." And, but what does that do for me? He's gone. I'm depressed. I just screwed up. Why don't I drink some more? So I began drinking more that day. And next thing I know, I have a text from my mom saying, "What's your garage code?" And my mom lives 5 hours away. So I ran outside and, in my disbelief, had to verify that there's a reason my mom's asking for my garage code, and it must be because she's at my house. So I run outside. She's sitting right there in her car. I look at her, and I turned around and went back inside. And I went and crawled into bed. I may have took another shot. I don't remember. I crawled into bed. I passed out. Kind of find out that my husband called my mother and asked her to come up 5 hours away and be with me and the kids while he was away because he was concerned for the children's safety. Having my mom show up there and realizing that my husband feared for my kids' safety, that he had to have my mom come up and babysit, was a bottom for me. I hit my knees when I sobered up Monday night. I hit my knees. The realization of my weekend, what I have done, what I said to my husband that night, everything. It was this big realization, and it hurt, and I was on my knees for days and just praying, that my husband would come home and he won't hate me, and that he'll give me another chance, and that I can not do this anymore, and that I can choose my family and my husband over this stupid alcohol. And I thought for sure, this is it. This is my bottom. The only way now is back up. I've screwed up. I don't want this anymore. This is my bottom. I can't believe how low I feel. I'm gonna be sober. Let's fast forward, from the Monday night that I had this reality check and bottom feeling. It was the next week on a Wednesday, and I will get into this again or in another video, but I am a bulimic, and I've been bulimic for the last 12 years, and 13 years, and on Wednesday I spent my entire day in my bathroom, basically. Anything I ate that day, I was puking it back up, and I can't describe to you the misery, first of all, that dealing with an eating disorder brings. Way more misery and destruction and depression that comes from that than all the substance abuse that I've dealt with. And I truly believe that it's a lot of my bulimia that led into my alcoholism, because alcohol gave me an escape. And so Wednesday, I'm spending the whole day in the bathroom. My husband will be working till 10:30 that night, and I think to myself, I'm gonna get some alcohol. I will drink it all right now, 4 o'clock, and I'll be sober by the time he's home by 10:30. So I drive to the liquor store. Right before I get there, the strongest voice says to me, "Do not get alcohol right now. Do not buy it." And I pretty much gave my finger to it, and my belief is that it was the Holy Ghost speaking to me, inspiring me, and I gave that the finger, and I said, "Screw that, I'm getting alcohol, I don't care." And I'm driving back home that day, and again so strong in my mind. Okay, Kim, you've bought it, okay, but it's not too late. You can throw it out. You don't have to drink it. And again, I'm like, screw you. I'm drinking this. And guess what? I had to drink this pint before my husband got home. And I had to be sober by then. So I pounded it. Completely pounded it. Well, guess what? When you pound a pint of vodka, you don't sober up in 5 hours. So what happens? My husband comes home and I'm passed out. So I wake up Thursday and I'm like, what did I do? I hit my bottom, and here I am, and I'm drinking again. Oh, the powerlessness. The powerlessness. And so I felt terrible. I didn't want to lose my husband. I didn't want him to give up on me. I didn't want him to leave me. And right before I left to go to work, I dropped to my knees by the bedside. He was still in bed. I dropped to my knees and I just wanted to grab his hands and I just wanted to say, I love you so much. And I'm so sorry. And this is not me. This is not who I want to be. Please give me a chance. Forgive me. I am so sorry. And I dropped to my knees by the bed and he turns his back away. And again, realization, I've really screwed up. And so Thursday, my husband again is going to work till 10:30. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling depressed. I can't believe what I've done. And guess what? I'm planning to drink again. I'm thinking, okay, fine. I feel depressed. It will make me feel better. This time I'll start at 12. I will definitely be sober by the time he gets home. So I did just that. But guess what? I was passed out by 5 p.m. My kids are alone. Not to mention the night before, I apparently was cooking some food for my kids, passed out on the kitchen floor, and things were burning. My 11-year-old daughter had to turn off the stove. Winner mom of the year. So Thursday, I'm passed out by 5. My husband's home by 7. Oh, guess what? He was not supposed to be home. He was supposed to be home at 10:30. But lo and behold, he's decided that this situation with me has stressed him out and he's taken the evening off. Oh, F, Like, I don't like to say I'm not a cusser. Oh my gosh. So, let's first off back up. Why am I feeling depressed and wanting to drink by 12 p.m.? This is why. I knelt down at the bedside. I wanted to say sorry. I called my husband. Well, I texted my husband later that morning and said, can we please go to lunch? I just wanted him to know I was so sorry. I just wanted to talk to him. And he said no. He didn't want to see me. He didn't care to see me and talk to me. And that's why and then I was like, screw it, I'll drink again. So Thursday night he comes home at 7. I'm coming to out of my passed out state. Oh man, my husband, what are you doing home at 7:30? Oh crap, you just caught me and I've been drinking and I screwed up last night and here I am doing it again. Oh, my life's over is what, this is what I'm thinking. My life is over. And my husband's sitting there and he's saying, sorry, I didn't care to see you. I'm this is not working out for me. And I'm under the influence still. And I'm depressed. I feel like I've lost him. I'm mad at myself. I'm powerless. I don't understand why I drank the day before and screwed up and then drank again. I didn't understand. Why would I do that? Why? And the feeling of complete hopelessness washed over me, and being hopeless, I don't know if there's anything worse than being hopeless, because it means that you don't think that it will ever get better. So what did I do? I grabbed some sleeping pills out of the cupboard, and not exactly sure what my intentions were, but I started beginning to take them when my husband tackled me and taken these away from me, and it was just this, it hurt. He had my hands behind my back like a freaking cop, and it hurt. And next thing I know, my husband's on the phone with the police and saying that I'm trying to commit suicide, and guess who shows up at my door? Police and an ambulance. And what do? I spend a week in a behavioral health unit. So guess what? That bottom I thought I hit, like the week before, oh wait, that wasn't a bottom. I'm really sitting at the bottom. Like I really screwed up. And guess what my husband says when I'm in the hospital? Don't come home. You're not welcome home. You need to figure out where you're gonna stay because you cannot come home. Mind blow. So I'm at my rock bottom. I get out of the hospital. I've spent 2 weeks out of the hospital at my sister's house. So 2 weeks, including the hospital, puts me at 3 weeks sober. And missing my family, missing my husband, missing my friendship with him, and I just decide, who is he to say that I can't come home? I'm coming home. I am coming home. I want to be with my family. I am sick of not being with them. I want to be home. So I left my sister's, and I'm coming home. And I show up. I had texted him earlier letting him know I was coming home. What happens? He's home 2 hours early, of course, and ignoring me for the most part. And I go outside and I'm throwing the football with my son when he comes out and says, I have a protective order against you and you need to leave. Do you know what that's called? It's called, I've hit rock bottom, but apparently rock bottom has a basement or a trap door, and you can just go down there, maybe in the cellar. It's a dirt floor down there in the basement, the cellar of rock bottom, and there's a shovel sitting there, and so if you want, you can hit rock bottom, you can go deeper, and then you can just pick up the shovel and keep digging. Because rock bottom is not a thing until you're dead. You can always go deeper. But I'm not going deeper. I'm 32 years old. I have 3 children. I'm Mormon. Surprise. And I'm living in someone else's life. This is not, like, I don't know who I am. I don't know the life I'm living. And this is called, I am completely powerless. My only options are God and working 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. The only 2 things that I truly have not put full effort in 14 years of trying to find recovery. And so I've been on my knees morning and night, prayer in my heart all day. I've been attending meetings, and I almost have 30 days. And even though so sad. So sad that I'm kicked out of my house. Can't see my kids like on my own. My husband is amazing and he loves me. And he didn't do this to make my life difficult. He did this because he is truly concerned for our children's safety. And I have to remember that this is my fault. I'm the only one to blame. My kids weren't safe. So here I am. My name is Kim. I'm an alcoholic and a Mormon and a bulimic. And I have 20 years of a story behind there. And who knows how many stories in between the last 12 years. So that's it for now.